What's up, Pumptown and friends? Wow, I gotta tell you, sometimes, I tell you these guys sometimes, it's not like it's out of the ordinary for price to just freak out after hours and run for exactly where I was targeting. This happens so often. The I don't even know what to tell you. Like the disappointment, the discouragement, the all the stuff that you feel when your analysis plays out without you. It hurts the first time, less the second time, and then 6,000 times later, it's not a big deal. You just kind of just let it go and be happy that you're on side for the move, or, on side in the analysis. It's pretty nice when things just do what you expect them to do based on time and price. So let's get into it. Well then. Let's see, where do we begin here? Wow. Remember that swing low that I was mentioning that gave us the bullish bias? Yeah, so that ended up doing that. I'm just dying inside laughing, like, what an annoying piece of work. So this is consequent encroachment of the weekly sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency. And this is what I was looking to get a nice pop through to run out buy side liquidity. And I was mentioning, like, what would I be aiming for? And I busted out this gap during class today. And, the algorithm likes that level. So I just decided, hey, if we're going to aim for something, why not that? And price ended up ripping right to it. There was also this fair value gap here. And we're just at the consequent encroachment of that now. So I'm going to remove, what the hell do I want to remove? Maybe just this. And so I'm just going to note where we're at in the weekly SIBI, and we're in the premium of that gap. So that is the upper quadrant of the weekly SIBI. And we were looking for a price to start repricing up into here. And what would we be aiming for? Just aim for some premium arrays. So we've got a reclaimed order block here, and coupled with a volume imbalance. Very nice, very nice. So very cool. Now I'm going to get rid of the weekly, and I'm trying to refine this a little more. So yesterday, we got a compression, and I was mentioning best case scenario is we come and just dap that high, create a compression candle, and then the following day, Thursday, dip maybe down and then start ripping. Well, this thing just opened and chose violence. Hilariously annoying. So, target acquired. So annoying. That's here a lower low than that low. So this is our breaker here. And now we have a very nice continuation structure in the trend. Remember when we were down here and we were looking for the higher low in the trend, and I was mentioning it's kind of hard to see price wanting to expand higher for one more rippage. That's kind of what you got to do. You have to pretend price is already printed and then allow price to come in agreement with you. I mean, that's just how I do it, so that's how I teach it. And voila! So let's go into a 4-hour chart. Last night I was mentioning I really like the looks of this sucker. Hoo-wee! So, we'll go into the 15-minute chart. So that was the fair value gap that I was mentioning that we could key off of, today, last night. I was mentioning that. So let's go to the 15-minute. This annoyed the crap out of me this morning. Our Judas that I wanted to see this morning was here at 5:45 a.m., materialized an impulse higher, right? And then that was the weekly consequent encroachment of that SIBI. Sees sensitivity, comes down for the higher low. Looks like I was in this with you guys. I was looking for this. This is what I was looking for. It just materialized at a different time. Does that mean it's broken and they're rewriting the algorithms? No, not at all. It just did things at times that were unfavorable to us, typically. And that happens sometimes. It is what it is. So, okay. That's what I was looking for today when I gave you the update last night. I was looking for a drop down into our discount array. Could have been here. Could have been any one of these levels. And then make our order block and start blasting off. This is a reclaimed breaker here. And use this breaker as well. That was from the class this afternoon. SR flipped that thing and she was gone. It's hilarious. My target for class, or it wasn't my target for class, but we ended up stopping right at consequent encroachment of the weekly fair value gap. I just found that thoroughly hilarious. And then it opens up and daps our breaker and our unicorn here and just takes off. Beautiful delivery. Congratulations, NASDAQ. And I think our altcoins are ripping too, right? Yeah, Ethereum's getting a little pumpsky poo. Looks like I'm going to see targets. Oh, what else for you guys? Look, it's the end of the month. It's the end of the week. Don't get too hopped up on your goofballs. But this is beautiful. This is exactly what we wanted. We projected at the beginning. Open, low, high, close. How far do we come down? This thing tortures me. It really does. But I was mentioning this afternoon to you guys in the members stream, and go back. I was not convinced that that the top was in. It wasn't jiving with me. And looking for another pump up. You do not want to be calling tops. You want to be getting in sync with trend, buying dips, and hanging on for dear life. Okay? And again, once we get into price disco here, I'll help you guys out with what to target, because it's really tough. But you got to learn that this is where your contentment's going to come in, because it can just keep going and go further than, like, 6 times further than your expectations when we get up there. It's got to make new PD arrays, and it's pretty fun. So this is because we're at the end of the month and end of the week, so where would we be typically looking to retrace? I'm going to get rid of these drawings. They were good while they came in handy while I needed them, and now they are not needed. So I was looking at this wick in the monthly time frame. I believe it was the close one. And just measuring, okay, where could we top out if we were to blast off through this gap, which we have. We could see that. I like it. It's consequent encroachment of pretty much every one of these candles wicks. So it's pretty cool. If that's the case, then I am going to be looking for a short for the next little bit. And we will be playing the monthly close together. So I'm taking this entire giant stick going into a 4-hour chart and just seeing what those levels align with. So far, we could make another high, in which case we would have to drag our fibs to wherever that high is created for our potential pullback. So that's the monthly's pullback. That's the monthly's range, right? So we could come down. Now, here's the thing. Like last week, we kind of did a TGIF monthly retracement. So this would be like the TGIF on a monthly chart. And we kind of made that retracement. This is sketchy. I don't even know what to expect. Like, honestly, at this point, I'm good. I pillaged this run up right from the bottom, right to the run up. Like, I feel like if I just kept going, I would be burning myself out. There's like a couple of days left of this month, and I did good this month. I'm really happy. Even though I had one accident, technical accident, it happens, but I'm still thrilled with how the month turned out and what's going on with this. So it's not like I'm just dying to get into a trade. However, if we do tomorrow run up into consequent encroachment of this here, that's where I would be looking for a short. Just back down into the range. Okay, so then I'd have to pull my fib to the top there, and that would give me my proper retracement. We'd be getting an order block in the monthly with an indigo technique. Holy shnikey, turbo retard bullish. God bless you all. Thank you all for joining. I hope your trading is going well this week, and we will see you tomorrow. Peace.